seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. I'll smash them!
He's gonna save someone this time.
Thank you! Okay!
The gun represents justice. When pointing at the bad guys. That once little girl is gonna save someone this time. The gun represents justice. When pointing at the bad guys.
First blood!
That once little girl is gonna save someone this time.
Good game!
The gun represents justice. When pointing at the bad guys.
An enemy has been slain! Ally has been slain! Initiate retreat!
That once little girl is gonna save someone this time. The gun represents justice. When pointing at the bad guys.
Enemy has been slain!
That once little girl is gonna save someone this time. The gun represents justice. When pointing at the bad guys. The gun represents justice. When pointing at the bad guys.
Request backup!
Understood.
Request backup!
Once little girl is gonna save someone this time.
Enemy has been slain! Ally has been slain! Initiate retreat! Request backup!
Understood.
The gun represents justice. When pointing at the bad guys.
Ally has been slain!
That once
Request
little girl.
backup! You have slain an enemy! Double kill!
The gun represents justice.
Request
When pointing at
backup!
the bad guys. That once little girl.
An enemy has destroyed a turret! Ally has been slain!
The gun represents justice.
Initiate retreat!
When pointing at the bad guys.
Your team destroyed a turret! Well played!
That once little
Keep an
girl
eye on the map.
is gonna
Enemy
save someone
backup.
this time.
Gather at the turtle!
The gun represents justice. When pointing at the bad guys.
Request backup! You have been slain! Your team destroyed a turret! An enemy has been slain! Keep an eye on the map.
The gun represents justice. When pointing at the bad guys.
Initiate retreat!
Understood.
That once little girl is gonna save someone this time. The gun represents justice. pointing at the bad guys. That once little girl.
Request backup.
The gun represents justice
Initiate retreat.
when pointing at the bad guys.
Initiate retreat. Enemy has been slain.
That once little girl is gonna save someone this time.
Request backup.
The gun represents justice when pointing at the bad guys.
Request backup.
Understood.
That once little girl is gonna save someone this time.
Ally has slain Horde. Initiate retreat.
The gun represents justice
Request
when pointing
backup.
at the bad guys. That once little girl is gonna save someone this time. Time to shine!
Initiate retreat.
The gun represents
Slain an
justice
enemy.
when pointing at the bad guys.
Initiate retreat.
Understood.
Ult is not ready. Ult is not ready.
That once little girl is
Request
gonna
backup.
save someone this time.
Your team destroyed the turret. Slain an enemy.
The gun
Request backup.
represents justice when pointing at the bad guys. That once little girl is gonna save someone this time.
Your team destroyed a turret. Request backup.
The gun represents justice. An enemy has pointing at the bad guys. That once little girl is gonna save someone this time.
Initiate retreat. Ult is not ready.
The gun represents justice when pointing at the bad guys. Killing spree. That once little girl
Double kill.
saves
Launch attack. Wipe out.
The gun represents justice when pointing at the bad guys.
Launch a killing spree. You destroyed a turret. Your team destroyed a turret. Launch
That once
attack.
little girl is gonna save someone this time.
An enemy has initiate retreat.
The gun represents justice when pointing at the bad guys.
Initiate retreat. Request initiate retreat.
Understood. Gather up the Lord!
Initiate retreat. Request backup.
Gather up the Lord!
That once little girl
Our turret has
is
been
gonna save
destroyed.
someone this time.
Gather up the Lord! Understood.
The gun represents justice when pointing at the bad guys.
An ally has slain Horde.
Gonna save someone this time.
Request backup.
Understood.
Initiate retreat. Enemy has been slain.
Time to shine!
Launch attack.
once little girl. He's gonna save
Initiate retreat!
The gun represents justice. When
Launch
pointing at the
attack.
bad guys.
Request backup! Okay!
That once little girl.
Mega kill!
Save someone.
Ally has been slain. Initiate retreat! Your team destroyed a turret! Shut down! Good game! Initiate
Gun
retreat!
represents justice. When pointing at the bad guys.
Initiate retreat! Down!
Till the sunrise, we were in love. Couldn't good drug.
The gun represents justice.
Initiate
When
retreat!
pointing at the bad
Double
guys.
kill! Enemy rampage! Good game! Ally has been slain.
That once little
Initiate
girl.
retreat!
He's gonna save someone this time.
Shut down!
The gun represents justice. When pointing at the bad guys.
Initiate retreat! Launch attack! An ally has slain Lord!
Everything. And how can
Request backup!
That once little girl. He's gonna save someone this time.
An enemy has been slain! Initiate retreat! Initiate retreat!
The gun represents justice.
Initiate
When
retreat!
pointing at the bad guys. That once little girl.
Initiate
He
retreat!
save someone this time.
Initiate retreat! Shine! Initiate retreat!
That once little girl. He's gonna save this time.